Hello, my name is Braden Muhlenberg. I'm the Anglican Refugee Support Lead in Northern France. You might be wondering what um, what this is behind me. Um, these are the names of just a few of the people who have lost their lives on the UK-France border since 1999. Um, this has actually been the most deadly year on record. There's been an exponential increase in the amount of people that have died. At an absolute minimum, more than 70 people have died this year just since January. Um, my so I mean it's important to remember these people by name if we can. Thinking especially of there's a 2-year-old who died not too in the last couple of months. There's 7-year-old Rula, 7-year-old Sarah, 40-day-year-old Miriam. But just to remember that these are real people who lived and laughed and played and had dreams and hopes, and that those were sadly extinguished by some of the border policies that we have. My wife and I, we took the ferry across to London recently, and it was this moment where you just feel the stark contrast, the inequality in we didn't have a particularly good reason. My 18-month-old son didn't have a particularly good reason to go to the UK, but there are people who have already had to risk their lives crossing the Mediterranean, who've been through some of the worst things that human beings do to each other, who have a right to asylum, who have a 99% chance of acceptance if they get to the UK from Eritrea, for example, but they have no way to claim asylum unless they risk their life yet again on a small boat. Um, we saw things just crossing the channel that we'd never seen before, even in being here trying to support refugees for more than 4 years. My wife saw one of the bodies, one of the 4 that washed up that morning on the beach just as the ferry was leaving the port. And then just outside the window, close enough that we could see the outlines of people, um, see their life jackets. We saw a small boat. I was just happy that they had life jackets. That so often they get criminalized and taken away by the police. So it's just this moment to ask why are we allowed to cross? Why just because we have these passports and others not? I really want to ask you to be connected to these people in your prayers, to remember the families of those who have died, um, to come alongside them and to mourn with those who mourn. And if at all you have the ability, even if it's a small amount, even if it's £5, €10, whatever it may be, I really want to ask you to take action too, and to come alongside these families and support. Attached to this video is a link that money will go directly to specifically the families that don't have any other way to pay for their loved one to be buried in a very simple way, just the minimum amount of dignity and respect for their faith. So as people of faith, I think it's an opportunity. It's for us to come alongside, to surround these people with whatever little comfort we can in a terrible moment. I want to thank you so much for listening to this video, and I look forward to sharing with you again next month. This has been just an on the ground report from November 2024.